Hey Capricorn, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from December 5th through the 7th, 2025. This is for Capricorn. Last shuffle is coming out for Capricorn. Let's see what's going on here. So Capricorn, we have loss. We also have true love. And so there's something here about you feeling a sense of loss when it comes to your energy may be geared towards a loss. If let me just be honest, if you may feel like you've been robbed, right? But the angels are asking you to trust that they've got your back, or that things are going to work out the way that they need to. It feels like you're on divine timing here. Like you don't have any control over how things go over the weekend. It feels like things are just up in the air. It can go either way. And it's important that you understand something. Look, Seven of Cups. Things could go either way. But if this is about romance or love or relationships, just family connections or relationships in general, know that love is not about all about like agreeing just for the sake of it, right? I feel that you're going to be challenged. I feel that you have a lot of support, but people are going to be challenging you. You may feel as though you are losing your sense of peace. You may feel as though um, you may have felt like you were being somewhat ignored, like whatever was going on with a person, especially in a family dynamic, that they were focusing on what was happening with them, so much so that they were not really paying you much attention. And now it seems like the attention is on you. You may have felt robbed by something else within a person, like whatever. Yeah, say especially with the romantic connection, you may have felt robbed, like they're focusing so much on XYZ that they're no longer focusing on me, not working on things with me. But that's not necessarily the case. It feels as though you've got to be open and let love in, because this loss thing here with the Four of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, and Knight of Cups, it sort of tells me that something happened, or something has happened, where someone was proposing some level of a shift to that would that would make things better. Someone's proposing something like a shift, like we need to do something else differently. We need to do something better. Things would come together so much better if you would just change, or something here. And the true love is Eight of Pentacles and Two of Swords. And so this energy is one where someone um, may have been avoiding Capricorn. If I'm being honest, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. It looks like you've been avoiding a change. Okay, I'm avoiding the work, right? Avoiding work on self. Seven of Cups says, I'm confused. It says, for many of you, there are too many things to do. There's too much to deal with, and I'm confused. I see things coming together. I also see your North Node being highlighted along with Jupiter placements. I feel that you don't want to waste your time focusing on whether or not there's enough for you. Focusing on whether or not anyone cares for you, you're wasting your energy. I feel that people care deeply for you, but you are being challenged, and that's a form of love. So, oh gosh, I don't like giving this message, but I have to tell you what's here, to be honest with you, because the loss in this energy may be that you have lost a sense of peace, and it feels like a complacency. I got very comfortable in a certain way, having one foot in and one foot out. Sure, I'll change, but I'm not really going to do the work. Someone has gotten very comfortable, but you're losing that position. I feel that now it's going to come head to head, right? You listen, if you want things to get better, this is what you're going to have to do. And angels are asking you to trust what's being brought before you. And the trust aspect would be that there's no yes or no, right? These are situations that are better served not knowing what is to come. So things are going to be up in the air. It's better if you just trust what's coming towards you, right? Part of the magic in our lives, as Spirit is trying to express to you, that this is more like a Christmas gift. Like, you don't know what's in that box. Unwrapping it, trying something different. The storm is going to end. There may have been a storm, especially within a family dynamic or a romantic connection, and they're just throwing out here, this is going to come to an end. No storm lasts forever. But you got to trust that this is part of a bigger purpose. whatever's being presented to you. I feel like your person is going to challenge you, right? That you can't, and this person's going to challenge you, saying, you said that you thought this was a good idea. You said you thought this. You said you would. You said this and that, but I don't. I see you just said it. You're saying it just to appease me. This is what I'm serious, you know. So spirit wants you to see the messages, like it's time for you to see something from the heart, not from a space of ego, not from a space of um, you know, they're robbing me of my comfort, my convenience, but to hear it from the focus on the connection itself, because it's, if especially if it's a strong connection, it will be strong if you keep with it, right? It's almost like whatever you're going through is bigger than you, right? Even in relationships that you're in, whether these are romantic, family, relationships, like, or friendships or business partnerships, it's bigger than whatever it is you're doing together. You've got to trust that that's the case. And if someone is speaking to you or bringing up concerns, it's important that you see that the connection itself, that something is bigger than whatever the connection is, and you got to trust what's coming towards you. There's no guarantee that if you do what's being suggested, it's going to turn out way better. There's no guarantee with it. As a matter of fact, I feel like whoever brings or challenges you is not going to guarantee anything. They're just like, this is what I think, and this is, if that could happen, maybe this and that, right? That's how it feels like it's coming to you. So it's part of your life's purpose. It's look into your north node and find out where that's at, right? Because this is meant to grow you. This is part of a purpose. And so I'm seeing angel number 4444. This feels like difficulties coming up, right? Usually it's a blessing in disguise number. It breaks down to a singular 7, which tells me that there's an even greater mystery to what's going on this weekend. But honestly, you will get through it. You should push through it. You should accept the challenge here. If you're feeling lost or you're feeling like there's too much change occurring, this number usually comes up to reassure you that things are going to blow in your favor if you accept the challenge, right? So you're building the framework to something much bigger. I feel like something over the weekend is part of your purpose, and that's in every um, interaction that you're dealing with, the people that you're connected to. There's a bigger point, reason for everything, especially if they're telling you something that they would need you to do. And they can't guarantee that if you do it, it's going to be okay. Great achievement is the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Some of you, the greatest achievement of all is a change. Some of you, the greatest achievement of all is a meeting of the minds, a learning and understanding. I also feel as though I feel that you end up building connection with someone where it ends up being a team effort or a team thing. Like we come together truly, where we're not just family, we're friends. Not only are we romantically connected, but we are also friends, and we're like family. That this gives someone another hat. So the greatest achievement of all is learning and growing and expanding here. Something gets way better. Okay, that's the greatest achievement. Planning and action with the Three of Swords and the Ace of Cups. I feel that the energy of planning, right? If I'm being honest, the energy of planning, taking any action, some of you may be concerned that if you do adopt some new way, hear something out, act on what you hear, right? Or whatever you're being challenged on, some of you are fearful. And I see a fearfulness that I will be rejected anyway. So if I reevaluate my position, if I change this, I'm just going to be rejected anyway. That could be the case. Or you could let that kind of love in. Real amazing relationships are those who are uh, where you're able to support, but you're also equally able to challenge the person. Those are the greatest relationships of all. Hey, if I could just suggest this one thing, could you please do da 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 da? That's the one of the best relationships you can have. You don't want to be in a relationship with a yes man or a yes woman, someone who always says yes to everything. Sure, whatever you want. No, that's not a good relationship. That's not even a great one. It's not even a okay one. You need to say to yourself, I am worthy of the very best in life, and I now lovingly allow myself to accept it. You've got to trust yourself, Capricorn. If you, especially a Capricorn, if you accept a person into your personal space, they're worthy of being in that space. So why would we not then listen to suggestion or to step up to the challenge of a person that we deem worthy to be in our space, right? So you want to wear pink, use pink however you want to use it or wear it. You can light pink candles, right? To let love in. It is an inspirational energy to let love in. It helps one to connect to our heart chakra. And if the heart chakra is blocked, you may feel an inability to really truly connect to a person. And so this needs to be worked on over the weekend. Now, the heart chakra is the fourth chakra, right? And it's represented by pink, but it's also represented by green. And typically, the heart chakra is located in the chest. It represents the heart, the lungs, the arms, the hands, the thymus, which is responsible for the immune system regulation, circulatory system, and the diaphragm, right? So it represents the sense of touch, right? So this person may come to talk to you and touch you somewhere, touch you on the arm, put their arm around your shoulder, touch your hand, right? When it's blocked, you experience, so you'll know if it's blocked if you experience any of this. You experience a lot of grief, maybe loneliness, that you may have a very like a fear of betrayal, an inability to forgive. You may feel mm, a fear of love. You may experience, like, you may feel that you have a difficulty forming relationships. Your emotions are imbalanced, right? So you may fluctuate between grief, sadness, joy, and then back down to depression, back down to anxiety and fear, right? And you may also experience heart issues like heart disease. If you have asthma, it's exacerbated, or all of a sudden now you're having a shortness of breath. You have lung conditions, respiratory issues, chest pain, circulatory problems like high blood pressure, low blood pressure. And if you are experiencing these things at all, you want to listen to 341.3 hertz or 528 hertz. It's a healing frequency. You want to listen to those on YouTube. You can find them. There's so many. You want to wear these stones or have them around, put them in your pocket, put them in your car, in your bag, on your desk. You want to use emerald, rhodonite, jade, green aventurine, rose quartz. I would even venture to say unakite, because unakite will actually help to fuse the love for yourself, like to help you to open your heart chakra just to self too. You want to use these oils, and by using them, you want to wear them. You could put them in your bath. You can uh, put them in a diffuser, and that would be geranium, ylang-ylang, bergamot, rose, and lavender. And eat more green leafy vegetables. Drink green tea. Eat apples, red or orange, red or green, avocados, nuts, and pears to help to connect that for you. Should you be experiencing this? Because I feel for a lot of you, I keep getting that somebody says they feel robbed, like they felt like they were being robbed at some point. Like, I'm not getting the love that I deserve. But you need to say to yourself, if anything, because I'm not seeing people involved necessarily, that you robbed yourself, or you're robbing yourself due to not the inability to trust. So you want to say, I am worthy of the very best in life, and I now lovingly allow myself to accept that, right? So that, check that, look into that. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. I'm seeing Libra, Scorpio cusp. You don't have to be dealing with those signs at all. However, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.